Hey there folks, it is me RandomJosh and I am back again with another Random Monday video. So today I kind of wanted to sit down and address the fact that obviously on this particular channel I've not been active per se. In fact, I've not been active, period. Let's not sugarcoat it. I have been on a little bit of a journey. If you follow my other channel, my gaming channel, you'll notice that that has still been kind of somewhat active. Now I say somewhat just purely because there are days where I do struggle, but it's been a lot more active than this. So yeah, I just really been having a time of it lately. I'll be completely open and honest. I wanted to make this video so that I can kind of keep you all informed on like what is happening in life, why I'm being a little bit more distant. I do still want to firstly address, I do still want to make videos. Content is something that I do heavily enjoy doing. For me of late, the main concern has been a timing issue. So as many of you probably already know, I've spoken about it quite a few different times. I am actually an apprentice currently, and not just any old apprentice, a degree apprentice. So a lot of that really heavily entails a lot of work, which obviously, like, I'm 2 years into it now. I've still got like a year and a half to go. So it's been challenging in that aspect. But overall, I think, you know, it's potentially a good sign for me to just try and reevaluate everything that I'm doing, try and work on some other aspects while still putting the occasional video out. I'm not gonna like completely shut these off. It's just definitely becoming a lot more of a struggle to, one, feel invigorated to sit down and film half the time, because a lot of the times, like, I'll have a full day of work, I'll then supposedly be doing apprenticeship work during working hours, even though half of the time I'm actually currently in a situation where I'm doing a lot of those hours outside in my own personal time as well. And then to bring into the equation this, on top of just maintaining a natural healthy lifestyle, it's a lot. Let's just say that, it's a lot. And it has been really getting me down. A lot of the times I'd sit here and I'd be like, oh, I just wanna, like, I don't want to let people down. I also really do enjoy doing these videos. Like, we're now obviously like coming to the end of Halloween. I had planned so many things I wanted to do during Halloween in terms of content, in terms of videos, makeup tutorials. I had plans, but I just could not execute them because by the time it came around it was too late, and then I just got myself into this kind of spiral of like self-doubt of, well, is it even worth doing anymore? And I know that's, you know, not the case. It should never be that kind of case. But in my head at that time, obviously that was what was kind of juggling around a little bit. So yeah, I've missed quite a lot of things, and like, I just really want to get back into the core of what I am and like get back to that stage. Like, yes, my apprenticeship and my job, my current like full-time job, is naturally going to take a front row seat of my importance kind of like breakdown. But I don't want this to completely disappear. I want to make sure that we're having the blend of both. Obviously, again, the gaming channel is getting some heavy action right now in terms of like what I'm doing, purely because those videos, for me, I enjoy making them quite a lot. Like, I've been sitting here just enjoying playing some games, getting down to that kind of like different level. and a lot of them as well, I'm not gonna lie, I don't put face cam on, purely because a lot of the time when I'm playing games, I am so just like, I look like crap. So I can naturally do those videos without having to, like, you know, get myself ready, or, you know, make sure that everything looks correct, make sure that the background, even though I never really do that, let's be completely honest with you, but trying to, like, make sure different things are looking a little bit more correct. Basically what I wanted to obviously kind of really heavily hit home is just that I've been struggling. And I think it's important for us as just humans in general to actually sit down and talk about these things. Like when we are having these moments of stress-induced anxiety, stress-induced everything. Like, stress is such a big thing. And I think especially as we approach the latter half, well, not even the latter half, the latter quarter of the year, you know, we're entering Christmas territory. Christmas is going to be advertised everywhere for like the next however bloody long. And for many people, this is a really stressful time of year as well. So make sure, I just want to like use my own story as a sense of also being like, do you know what, actually make sure that you are checking on yourself, check on your friends, check on your loved ones, check on people around you, because people may be going through a lot of hard stuff, and it's just good to have these conversations. And if you're the one also struggling, don't be ashamed to sit down and actually just say, I am struggling. I know it seems like a really horrid, daunting task and thing to do. For me, especially like in the work environment, it is often really difficult to sit down and actually turn around to work and say, do you know what, I'm struggling. I don't want to say I can't do this anymore, but like I can't envision this being healthy for me in like the long term. And those kind of conversations can be really, really tricky to have, especially in those kind of professional environments where you're being paid to obviously be there and to do their work. So that's all they really, realistically, that's all they care about. But having those conversations does actually lead to change and can really be invigorating and positive on your own self. So I've been having those chats a lot more, talking about like my current situation, juggling of the two, how can we actually get a better juggle between the two? Because as I say, a lot of my personal time is now being spent on things that shouldn't need to have that. So I've been trying to like really take a bit more control and to actually sit down and say, look, this isn't working for me. We need to find a better, more appropriate way for us to actually manage this big thing that's in my life currently. So obviously I always talk really positively about the apprenticeship side of things, but this naturally is one of those things that is on the kind of negative scale of apprenticeships, especially being that this one is as long as it is. It's full term about like 3.5 years, 3 years, 3.5 years roughly. That's a massive commitment. First of all, my last apprenticeship was only like a year long, so as soon as you've done that year, it's like, oh hey presto, I'm done. This has been like non-stop ongoing. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a lot. And like the workload itself is just constantly like getting more and more intense. I think where I'm also developing in my general career itself, it means I'm having to take on more responsibility within work, which then leads to like further detriment of time. So a lot more juggling is just kind of like occurring. But But yeah, I kind of just wanted to sit down and realistically talk about, you know, these facts, and like this is the kind of stuff that you will not, that I don't talk about very often because it happens in the background in like my personal life. There are other things in life at the moment that are occurring that are naturally affecting general mental health, which is not helpful. But yeah, this year's definitely been a tough year, but I just have to keep pushing through. That's all I'm gonna do. Just keep pushing, keep swimming, as Dory says. But yeah, no, I am really hopeful that this is going to be a kind of I don't want to say a reawakening, but a bit of a like, you know, this is me, I'm semi-back. I want to start doing some more videos again, but realistically, there are still going to be some times where I'm going to have to take off. Like, I'm not going to be posting anywhere near as regularly as I used to post back in a very long time ago, because I haven't done it for ages. I've been so inconsistent. But yeah, these kind of things, they're just so time consuming. I don't think people understand how much time and effort and energy often does go into these kind of videos. Obviously this kind of video today is very like low budget, low maintenance, but other videos are a lot more different. Like, there's a lot more that goes into it. I could be filming for like several hours, you know, and then you've got to take into consideration editing, getting the bits ready, getting, you know, it posted, making sure that everything with the post is there. So there is like all those elements on top of everything else. It's a lot. But I do want to make sure that I am actively coming back. Whether it be that it's just a little bit more on like the down low side, every so often posting up until maybe the end of my apprenticeship, and then we'll see, like, reevaluate a bit more about like how the career stuff is working, how my personal life stuff is working. Because honestly, I won't lie to you, my personal life takes like the biggest backseat in every element of my general like capacity. Like, I've been trying to prioritize a bit more on like friendships, not quite the relationship side of things, but maybe one day. Been a long time for that one. But those kind of aspects of life that I've just not really had the time to sit down and properly give my attention to, which, you know, I should have the ability and I should have the time to do that. And maybe it is me making excuses, who knows. But yeah, I just want to make sure I can juggle everything. So this potentially is going to take a bit of a hit. As you've already seen, it has definitely taken a hit with like the amount of videos that are coming out, but I'm hoping that maybe we can make a way of like, even if it's like reducing the amount of videos, but I just want to keep quality up. I don't want to be posting like regularly if it's not hitting the mark. I want to make sure that those videos I do post are hitting the mark. So, priorities. But anyway, I've been literally non-stop rambling for like ages, it feels like. I think, you know, the key takeaway of this video is just really to talk about mental health, talk about our struggles, address them, be open, be honest. I've definitely started being a lot more open with people around me, about how I'm feeling, about how these things are like occurring in life. So yeah, if you are struggling at all, there are a multitude of great resources and help that you can find, and links to many of these will be in the description below if you are at all struggling with your mental health. And yeah, thank you all so much for sticking tuned with today's video. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, of course, please do head on down below, click on that subscribe button, join the family, and hit that notification bell also to be notified of when I do post future videos. And yeah, fingers crossed more of this stuff will be coming in the near future, so definitely keep your eyes peeled. And yeah, thank you again, and I will see each and every one of you folks in the next video. Peace out, bitches.